As Black History Month comes to an end, we want to recognize a Southeast Texas family that has made a significant impact in the rodeo community, and they're working to preserve that legacy. Floyd Frank received many honors on his path to teaching others about the ranch and rodeo lifestyle. 12 News anchor Letitia Cahey walks us through how it started and how his son Preston Frank plans to keep it going.
This is a picture of him when he was 10 years old.
That's a 10-year-old Floyd Frank, the man synonymous with the black cowboy in Southeast Texas, who started that image with humble beginnings.
I was sort of a little chauffeur for the Robert Shoshone. Robert Shoshone at that time, he was the ranch foreman.
After the Civil War was over, a lot of black men learned how to ride horses and gather unclaimed cattle that roamed open fields to make money. Floyd spent a lot of time with his father, Cowboy Frank, at the McFadden Ranch before going off on his own to the Boyd Ranch.
I was always raised up out, fooling around with livestock, because that's all my daddy did too.
Yeah.
And I just love it.
This is a picture of his father. And he was a real cowboy. He actually rode a bucking horse in Buffalo Bill Wild West show that came to Dayton, Texas back in 1930.
Cowboy, a lifestyle embraced by black people despite its negative association.
The word cowboy came from a black guy being called a boy out on the ranch taking care of the cows. Most cowboys were broke and uneducated.
But that didn't stop Floyd from being an entrepreneur. He upholstered furniture and organized rodeos at his ranch in Cheek.
On Sundays, they would come here and put up their monies, and we would add money to it. You see what it says, $300 added money? We would add money to whatever the cowboys put up in order for them to have monies to win.
And that's just one of the reasons Floyd, the only man from this area, black or white, was inducted into the National Multicultural Western Heritage Museum Hall of Fame, even ahead of some of the most famous cowboys known on the big screen.
They glamorized the cowboy life with Roy Rogers. And these were actual things that I saw my daddy do.
Not just things he saw his dad do, but also things he saw his dad teach.
I'll give you a little britched rodeo.
Yeah.
Train a little bit of fellas on up. And that's the cowboys we have today. Most of them were trained right there in my place.
That passing of the rope is what has kept the family ranch going.
I'm able to tell this story because my father trained me and taught me things that he knew. What I'm doing was done by my grandfather and by my father. And some of my kids know how to do this too.
Though they aren't really referred to as black cowboys anymore, they're still going strong, thanks to the old and new worlds combined.
The Cowboy Channel and the Multicultural Museum Hall of Fame that's exposing all of the past records of black men that did this.
What was once about livelihood has now turned into entertainment.
Right now, you can't hardly find anybody that know too much about ranch life. Yeah. You find a lot of rodeo cowboys, but after you leave a rodeo arena, that's it.
Which is why Preston is working to preserve the legacy of how it all started by creating a nonprofit organization to make sure their family ranch survives the tide of time.
That's the reason why I'm so adamant about getting this historical plaque put on this property here, right here at the gravesite.
The gravesite where his father was laid to rest, just a few months shy of his 103rd birthday.
This is my way of honoring his wishes. And then when I pass, I'm going to be buried right next to him.
Letitia Cahey, 12 News.